Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you a brand new bait that was released at icast 2023 in Orlando, Florida. This is a bait by Yamamoto Baits. And Yamamoto, what can we say? They've really produced so many amazing fish catching baits, shapes, colors, actions, styles. And they just keep coming out with just amazing fish catchers, and this one's going to be one you're going to want to get your hands on. Before I get right into it, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. So this bait is the Yamamoto Baits 10-inch Ichi worm. The 10-inch Ichi worm is a longer ribbon style tail worm that has a lot of features that I think are going to make it an even better fish catcher than a lot of the baits in this category. Number one, it's a full body bait, so it's going to be able to support some bigger hooks, some 5/0 and 6/0 hooks, which is something that we do with bigger worms. We like to try to catch bigger fish with bigger presentations like this, so we're going to want a bigger hook. So check that off the list. We've got a bait that's full body that'll handle a big hook, which is great. Another thing that they did is they added these ribs throughout the main body portion right there, and I really feel like that texture for the fish when they grab it is going to give them something, that feels natural, feels real in their mouth. Another thing is, as water's kind of going over it, it's going to actually create more action, but it's going to slow the bait as it's falling. So and it's going to move and create vibration in the water, like something alive in the water, when vision or visual clarity for a fish, it might be diminished. Another thing that's great about it is this ribbon tail. I got to play with this ribbon tail in the water before this bait was released, and it might be small or on the smaller side, but it catches a lot of water and has tremendous action. Something about that shape, the width, and the actual diameter or the thickness of that tail is just the way it needs to be for movement in the water, and that swimming style tail is just, I feel like it's just going to elicit strikes, and it's going to get fish attracted to the bait. Another thing that makes this bait even better is it's made with Yamamoto's floater material or floating formula. So when you rig this bait and it hits the bottom, it's going to have a tendency to want to ride nose up or tail up, and that's going to enable fish to see this bait from a greater distance. A lot of times baits like this that have salt or other things like that in them want to have a tendency to lay down. And when you're fishing a bigger worm like this, whether it's offshore or in heavier cover like a laydown or submerged tree or brush pile, you do not want this bait to go unnoticed. You want it to get seen, you want it to get picked up by the fish. And so this bait, the fact that it's in that floater material, is an added bonus, and I really feel like the action really was enhanced by the floating material as well. The ways that you can fish it: you could fish this on a Texas rig, obviously a stand-up shaky head, like a Buckeye shaky head, or you could fish it on a pivot style head, like a hard head type pivot bodied, which a lot of guys are hinged heads also known as. You could fish it on a Carolina rig. It's just going to be a versatile bait, and it's going to, the big worm has a tendency to get picked up anytime you have kind of post spawn through the summer and then towards the fall. But I really feel like this is going to be a really versatile bait that you can find will put fish in the boat in even other seasons and instances, and even water temperatures. So this bait is going to be super versatile, and it's going to be able to be used in a wide variety, whether you're fishing shallow or offshore. I know years ago a lot of guys used to flip a big worm, and we used to flip them around reeds and cattails and lily pads and boat docks and different things like that, and people have kind of shied away from that, and they've moved to more creature baits and smaller baits. But using big worms in a flipping style application is going to be something the fish haven't seen, and it's something they definitely still like. So the brand new 10-inch Ichi worm by Yamamoto baits. This is going to be a great one, offered in a lot of the great fish catching colors that Yamamoto makes. So be sure to keep your eye out on the Ichi worm, the 10-inch Ichi worm, for all your big worm fishing. That's it for now, guys. Just a quick video on this brand new bait by Yamamoto baits. I think you guys are going to be really excited about the number of fish this bait puts in the boat for you. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, and until next time, good fishing.